This is English shorthand dictation number 243. Dictation speed 160 words per minute. Ready? Start. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I have heard the loud voice in which the honorable member from Punjab has spoken. If that were to be the voice in which a representative of the Punjab farmers should speak in Lok Sabha, our voice should be even louder. The reason is that the pathetic condition of the farmers in Andhra Pradesh cannot be explained. Andhra Pradesh holds the second place in production of rice after West Bengal. West Bengal is producing 155 lakh metric tons of rice and Andhra Pradesh is producing 145 lakh metric tons. The storage capacity that we have is so little that after purchasing the paddy from the farmers, they are putting it in the open area or in the elementary schools or in the community halls as there is no space available. I am happy that we have got a good minister who is very sensitive in this regard, and immediately he has responded to it by allowing the private sector to construct the storage capacity of 151 lakh metric tons under public-private partnership. I am not jealous of Punjab. I always support farmers. The worry is that Andhra Pradesh is given permission for 6 lakh metric tons of storage capacity while Punjab has got permission for more than 70 lakhs. For the last 6 months, we have been making our representation before the Minister of Agriculture, the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister. We have been telling them that the paddy got discolored because of the heavy rains. All that we want is that boiled rice must be permitted to be exported so that this discolored rice can also be exported in the form of boiled rice. There is a demand for this outside the country. All of them were very sympathetic. They agreed to give permission for export. 6 months have passed and almost all the paddy has gone out of the hands of farmers. It has gone into the hands of rice millers. Now, about 40 days back, they have permitted 10 lakh metric tons to be exported. But the disgusting thing is that this whole quantity of 10 lakh metric tons could not be exported just because of mishandling of the issue by various ministries. We are not able to give an answer to the farmers in Andhra Pradesh. The Honorable Minister was kind enough to tell us that another 20 lakh metric tons of rice will be permitted to be exported. There is a stock of more than 50 lakh metric tons of rice lying with the rice millers and the farmers in Andhra Pradesh. What can we do with that rice when there is no storage capacity? The Food Corporation of India will not purchase it and the millers will purchase it from the farmers only for rupees 200 less than the minimum support price. The net effect is that in this season, the farmers of Andhra Pradesh have lost rupees 1,500 crore. That is the reason why they committed suicides. On the contrary, there are occasions when they transfer the wheat from Punjab to the godowns of Andhra Pradesh, where there is no consumption of wheat, only with a view to vacate the godowns in Punjab. We have not raised our voice as high as they have done. I think in this house the only solution is to raise the voice as much as one can, and only then one will be able to get things done. Sir, it is very unfortunate. I am only speaking from my heart. Sir, the Chief Minister of Punjab has met the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Prime Minister has directed me. About 2 weeks back, I had a discussion with the officers and the ministers of Punjab. We have to manage the entire country as a whole. Fortunately, the production has gone up. The minimum support price has gone up. This is not a small issue. Within 5 years, the minimum support price has been doubled. That is one of the reasons why the procurement has gone up. Honorable members were telling about the buffer norms. There are no maximum buffer norms. There are only minimum buffer norms. It depends on the season and the availability on quarterly basis. It also depends on how much we have to give to the states. That is why there are higher buffer norms. There have been seasons when buffer norms have come down. There have been seasons when buffer norms have gone up. I am discussing with the Chief Minister of Punjab. Recently, 5 special teams were sent to Punjab to see the situation there. A senior officer of the level of executive director has been posted at Punjab. Even today, we have no problem in accepting rice from Punjab, but I understand their problem with regard to wheat. Punjab wants that all the wheat produced should be moved out of Punjab, but we have also to look at Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and other states which have also started producing wheat. Sir, I assure the honorable member that we will take all steps to see that no food grains rot in any state. With regard to damage to food grains, I wish to bring to the attention of the House that due to strong measures taken by the Government of India during the last 5 years, the damage has come down. We should not be carried away by media propaganda. I have got the data which I am placing before the House. The damage to food grains in the FCI godowns has come down below 1%. I am placing the data before the House, and if we have any doubt, we can verify it. What I am saying is, we are taking all measures. All the FCI godowns are computerized, and every day I get data with regard to the stock position of each of the godowns. Each state has been allocated godowns based on certain norms. For the procuring states, the norm is their 3 years procurement, and for the consuming states, the norm is their 4 months need of the public distribution system. The honorable member has a genuine complaint because when we first allotted 70 lakh tons to Punjab, it was on the basis of this norm. In Punjab, the procurement is done by the government agency, and hence we have got the data. We therefore allotted them 70 lakh tons. In the case of Andhra Pradesh, procurement of paddy is done by the rice millers and not by the government. In Andhra Pradesh, the direct procurement by the government and the Food Corporation of India is very small. I had a discussion with the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh in the presence of members of Parliament representing Andhra Pradesh, and we decided to increase the capacity of Andhra Pradesh. We have given 50 lakh tons to the states as per direction of the Supreme Court. We had accepted the verdict of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court desired to allocate 50 lakh tons to the 170 poorest districts. We are taking all precautions so that our farmers get a better price. All their products should be procured. In the case of implementing the minimum support price, it is the duty of the state governments to implement it. Fortunately, I visited an agriculture market in Punjab. There I found that farmers are getting the minimum support price. I do not have any complaint about that. When I went to Andhra Pradesh, there were complaints. I have discussed it with the state government. Mr. Chairman, sir, the purpose of regulating the teacher education system is to ensure quality of teachers in the education system. In view of the Supreme Court's judgment, the minimum qualification for appointment of teachers in schools laid down by the Council has become redundant. Therefore, this amendment has come to clarify that the Act applies to schools, school teachers, and to the minimum qualification for appointment of school teachers so as to have uniform standards of teaching in all schools in the country. Education being in the concurrent list, the issue of consultation with the state government on the proposed amendment in the Act was necessary, which the minister has done. But the main question for which the West Bengal government had gone to the court is still there. Are you going to prepare a model, or are you going to enforce a set of rules? That is the main question which needs to be deliberated. As I was going through the amendments that were sought in the Rajya Sabha, the government has already incorporated the definition of school and some other issues which were there. Another amendment that has been put forth is that the minimum qualification of a teacher referred to in the first proviso shall be acquired within the period specified in this Act. So, these are certain amendments which have been incorporated after deliberations in the House. The basic question is that lack of qualified teachers is a cause of concern throughout the country. Are you going to create or facilitate more numbers of teacher training institutes? Are you going to encourage the state governments and private parties to establish more numbers of teacher training institutes? I would like to mention here that the Right to Education Act prescribes the norms of one teacher to every 30 students at the elementary level.